in, everybody. It is Wednesday night. You know what that means. Another episode of the football show with no name. The sky is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. It is a gorgeous time of year. It is football time. And I just got in the mood, Ferg, and you'll appreciate this. The first podcast came out today about talking about Carolina basketball and the starting roster and what is expected. And so I had to put on my gear because, man, oh, man, football and basketball season at the same time. You know, Ferg, this is my favorite time of year. So we got Ferg, we got Lauren, Who Dat Nation, and, of course, you got the champ, Clint, here with you.
Like depression, that's what it is. You just like being depressed.
Well, you know, we do love the sports, man, and part of the conversation when you're a sports fan is sadness. Yeah. Some of it is felt as more than others. Ferg down there.
And I feel like of all the people, like me and you have more to commiserate on than anything this year. Except my team's not in denial.
He wants to talk about Thursday night.
We're going to talk about
Thursday night. I don't even
night.
care if we talk about Thursday night, but hey, whatever.
We're definitely going to talk about Thursday night. And, you know, we just we're gonna talk about some injuries, unfortunately, but they are a part of the game. So we got to talk about injuries, some very, very, very impactful injuries, some people going on the IR. A little bit of unfortunate news. However, let's start off with some positive news. So not only has Stephon Diggs' target percentage gone up from week 1 to week 2, but it says, I just read that him and Cardi B are now expecting a baby. So
his target percentage really went up.
So congratulations.
Good aim, buddy.
Right.
Good aim, fella. I'll sit somewhere punching in the air.
Oh, goodness gracious. So anyway, all right. So just on some lighter news. All right. So we have some football to talk about from last week. So, like, do we want to talk about matchups or do we want to talk about injuries first? Maybe let's talk about injuries. So the big one, the headline is Joe Burrow going on the IR and more than likely going to miss the rest of the season. I mean, what they say is they say they're not going to rule him out for the rest of the year, but this is torn ligaments in his right foot.
Well, he's got like a grade 3 turf toe. It's like 2% of the population has to get surgery when they have turf toe, and he's in the 2%. So it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I saw this thing about him being the new Andrew Luck. I mean, this is his third surgery on a different body part.
I mean, look, Andrew Luck's thing was career ending with the neck, even though he tried to come back. Let's hope Burrow is not that for just the Bengals purposes. And his purposes, like as a person, you don't ever want to go through some shit like that. No. But this dude, it was in my 2 QB league, was my number 1 draft pick. Yes. And so it makes me a little bit sad fantasy wise. But I was able to get Mac Jones, who we can talk about later on as well. So anyway, so Burrow to the IR. Another new addition to the IR as of this morning is Mr. Aaron Jones. And Lauren and I were commiserating of how I know that Jordan Mason is in the backfield and he's going to take over. So that's a big boost for his fantasy thing.
You didn't draft Jordan Mason and you drafted Aaron Jones, and there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Go together.
Yep. So I have Aaron Jones and Hoofnagel, and I did not get the chance to draft Jordan Mason. So I am trying to currently work a trade deal, which we can talk trade later in the show because I do want to bring some things up. But you know, it's unfortunate for Joe Burrow. It's unfortunate for the Cincinnati Bengals. But, man, Jake Browning has an opportunity, and he's shown he can play before. So what do you guys think about that?
They're not going to win the game, but, hell, he's going to get Chase 20 targets a game. Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, what does this do to Higgins and Chase? Because Chase is the number 1 overall draft pick generally with everybody.
Yeah.
Fantasy is all about garbage. So
yeah, and you know Chase had a really, really, really good week last week. He had 16 targets. I don't remember when did Burrow go down? Was that the second quarter or third quarter?
Where's Aiden?
I think it was the second quarter. So so Browning played most of the game. I guess more than half of the game, and Chase got hyper targeted. I think it might be a bad look for T. Higgins ultimately. At least it was last week. And if Chase Brown can get going, I think that makes Higgins better. And I think that makes, Jake Browning better. But I'll tell you what, Cincinnati's defense is like Swiss cheese. So They're trash. They're trash. So, okay, now another injury that we still don't know if he's going to play or not. But if he plays, he's going to be not mobile as he normally is, and that's Jayden Daniels. And so I don't really know what to think about this one because he already hadn't had a really, really good start to the season. So, Ferg, what's your take on Jayden? You got any stock in him, and what are your feelings?
I got a little stock, but I'm not worried. They don't seem to be too worried about it, so I'm not too worried about it. But I did try to stash Mariota in deep lineups where I could afford to without having to cut anybody because I just don't want to be drinking Crown Saturday night and find out Sunday morning at 11:45 that Jayden Daniels is out when I'm watching football or something.
Yeah.
So gotta be prepared ahead. One we didn't talk about, Justin Fields is not playing either.
Yeah, that was one that was also on the list. Justin Fields is it's like what do you do with him? Because right, I know
he's always going to have a concussion. The way
just ride.
But the thing is, like, the only reason teams want him is because he plays like that, and he plays like that, and he gets the concussions. So there's you have.
But we can make a list of dudes though. Like, if you have Burrow, you got to have Browning. If you have Aaron Jones, you got to have Jordan Mason. If you own Kenneth Walker, you got to own Charbonnet.
Christian McCaffrey.
If you own McCaffrey, you can own 3 or 4 other running backs because whoever they put in is going to get yards. So there are several dudes like that you got to have the backup.
George Kittle.
Yeah. So speaking of Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, I saw something extremely funny earlier that you guys will enjoy. This was on the Hoofnagel Yahoo app page because I was looking through teams and trying to figure out good trade targets and stuff. And who has Zach Charbonnet and Hoofnagel? I don't know who it is, but it's super funny because I wish you guys could see this. Like, I wish you could see next to Zach Charbonnet, which is up at the top here. It says negative 37.89 projected. I know it's a glitch. But I'll send this to you guys.
Is that Sleeper? Because it did that to me the other day.
Listen, there's a lot of glitches going on.
It's Yahoo.
On Yahoo and ESPN. I don't know if you saw
I didn't see the
saw ESPN. A ton of people whining on ESPN about something to do with Herbert and Hampton at the end of the Chargers game. I was watching the game. And I thought Max Crosby got a sack there at the end, somewhere at the end. But they're saying he didn't get a sack. That maybe Herbert fumbled the ball, and that's how NFL scored it. And a lot of people say they lost by like 2 points. They were waiting for the score to update and never updated. So I don't know. I gotta dig. I don't play on ESPN, but on one league. So,
I would be so upset if I had Herbert at ESPN league.
I have 3 ESPN fumbled. I guess he could have fumbled. I
didn't see it.
I was watching, but I wasn't watching by that time of night.
Yeah. Oh, I was asleep. I'll tell you that right now. I was asleep for the Chargers game. And that's too bad because I really wanted to watch them play. But boy, this dude gotta get up. This dude gets up at 6 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning to watch football.
Yeah,
we do. Yeah, that's what we do around here.
Yeah, no, I mean I get it, and I can catch the highlights on SportsCenter, which they play one set of highlights, and then 20 minutes later they play another set of highlights of the same game. So,
all right. So to clear that up, Justin Herbert was charged with a fumble.
Wow.
The Chargers win over the Raiders, even though he was not the primary ball carrier, resulting in the ball hitting the ground being recovered by the Raiders. Despite the appearance of a Hampton fumble, NFL rules dictate the pass or handoff passer is responsible until the recipient has clear possession.
Wow.
Therefore, those points count against Herbert.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
All right. So let's move with the injuries. We got one more injury to talk about. I mean, it was last week too, but Brock Purdy is still out. And I don't think he went on IR, right?
No, he
did not. He actually practiced today.
Now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's practicing.
So he's questionable now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because the team that I picked up, Mac Jones, I have Brock Purdy, so that's why I picked him up. So okay. So that's good. That's good news for everybody. So we talked about the implications of Joe Burrow, fantasy wise, with the people on his team, which it doesn't seem like it's going to affect it that much as long as Jake Browning continues to throw the ball 40 times a game. But what about Washington if Jaden misses a couple weeks? Like, are you concerned about Debo?
Yes.
Are you concerned? Are you more going to concentrate on the running game? Or are you skeptical about that as well?
They're done until he comes back. Well, I don't know. Do they have like the Panthers or
he
on their
sets it
schedule?
up.
I mean, because otherwise they're done. No. If you have a Lamborghini sitting out in the yard and you lose the keys to it, you have nothing.
Yeah, I understand.
You have
that.
nothing. So.
Yeah, I mean, everybody would suffer. You know, Terry McLaurin would suffer, of course. Debo. I think Debo probably suffers less than Terry McLaurin. I think it would be the Debo Zach Ertz show if it had to be Mariota. You know what
Terry's
I mean?
already suffering. I'm 1 week away from putting him on the trade block everywhere.
I feel that.
I have a dynasty league where I've had him since he was a rookie, and I'm about to do it.
Yeah. I feel that. All right. So on the inverse of this bad injury talk, I mean, let's talk about Daniel Jones and what he. Why are we talking about a Duke quarterback on the show again?
Daniel Marino Montana Jones.
But this dude's out here. He's like the QB 3 or 4 this year. I mean,
is that it? Only
so stupid. Well, I mean, you got Lamar and Josh Allen. So what are you gonna do? So he has to be at least 3. Because he hasn't surpassed either one of those guys. But Daniel Jones is doing his thing out there, and it is benefiting most on the team. I mean, Josh Downs had a pretty good week last week. It was Michael Pittman the week before, and Tyler Warren has been consistent over these 2 games, as consistent as you can be in 2 games. And Jonathan Taylor is just, man, he's just Jonathan Taylor. This dude's not getting touchdowns, but he's getting yards. He's the CeeDee Lamb of running backs.
I'm pretty sure, unless I missed the last 5 minutes of that game, the Colts still haven't punted.
They're the only team in NFL history to not have punted through the first 2 games.
They haven't punted yet.
I was listening to Locked On NFL, and they were talking about basically if he wins this week, maybe they'll start down that train. But like,
the Danny hype train,
Daniel Jones,
like you know what this reminds me of, and it's so recent. Maybe that's why it reminds me of it. But it reminds me of Sam Darnold last year. Where Sam Darnold has been like he's been the joke, right? With the Jets, with who else did he fucking go to? Like, I don't even think it matters. He was garbage,
San Francisco,
and then he goes to Minnesota and he's a Pro Bowler and he's an MVP candidate for 95% of the season. And now he's still doing that untalked about. By
and
the
aren't
way,
the Seahawks
in Seattle? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. JSN is the number 2 or 3 wide receiver in the NFL. Like they're having Kenneth Walker had a really, really good game. Their defense
Sam Darnold brought Cooper Kupp back from the dead.
Right? Sam Darnold is just continuously doing his thing and nobody's talking about it because why? Because it's Sam fucking Darnold, right? But people talked about it last year because it was brand new. Right? Just like Daniel Jones now. So, but Daniel Jones has the running aspect.
Danny Dimes.
Which Sam Darnold did not give you even a little bit, right?
I wish Mish was here so we can really dissect.
Right, me too.
I have some stuff to talk to Kamish about.
So then they must be shitty.
Well, next week we'll have EJ and hopefully the Kamish as well. EJ Wilson's going to be joining us again next week. But okay, so do you guys buy into the hype for Danny Dimes?
Only reason I buy into the hype, for one stat only that I saw, and I might be saying this wrong, no one has gotten blitzed more times than Daniel Jones in the first 2 weeks, other than Robert Griffin in like 2010 or 11, because that's what the normal way to get to him. But no one in NFL history has more yards than Daniel Jones against the blitz in the 2 weeks of the season. So they just the offensive line play in Indianapolis does not get talked about enough.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Consistently are elite.
Why do you blitz a rushing quarterback? Like, I mean, are you keeping contain and blitzing from the inside? Is that what they're doing?
If you've watched Daniel Jones in the last 3 years, then you just send pressure up the middle, and he normally folds. He folds, throws it away, or he breaks out running, and either he breaks it for a long run or he loses 7 yards. So has been the game plan, but I'm not sure this week. Who does Indianapolis have this week?
Let's see. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, Titans. They're in Tennessee though.
They're in Tennessee. Oh, please, come on. So
I mean, unless Jeffrey Simmons turns into goddamn Reggie White, Indianapolis might run all over them again.
It should be a good week.
But then they go to the Rams.
Yeah, that's going to be tougher. But it should be a good week for everybody involved offensively with Indianapolis. I mean, you got Daniel Jones. If you have him in fantasy, I mean, you have to start him because you spent fab on him or a waiver wire position. And then you got Tyler Warren. Gosh, I mean, Ty Warren, he is so good, you guys.
Why the fuck did the Bears
have him in any run? I really wanted him.
See, that's what I wonder too. Why did they take Loveland over?
Why did they take Loveland over him? I at no point during last college football season did I ever see anybody say Loveland was better than Warren. All I heard was Warren was the next Kittle, Brock Bowers, Laporta. That's all I heard about this dude.
Yep.
And then you get to the first round, you get to your pick, and then you take him.
You know, it was said that he's never broken a tackle in his life, right? And all Tyler Warren's doing is going down and breaking tackles, right? This kid is really good. We have had this is the third straight year. Let's knock on some wood here for this kid. This is the third straight year we've had a breakout rookie tight end that is leading the league in one category or another.
Man, right? They don't have 2 years. That Sam Laporta that did last year, Jesus.
I know he was not good in year 2, and that's why I'm hoping Brock Bowers doesn't go there. Well, Trey McBride, let's put him in the list too.
I forgot Trey McBride went what, like 7th round?
Yeah. So
6th round, something like that.
This dude was all about it last year, and he's been really, really good this year too. So I mean, but it doesn't look like the pedigree of these guys, the ones we're talking about, Brock Bowers, and Ty Warren, and the other one that we were just talking about. Anyway, so
Bowers been goated though.
Since these guys, but these guys have the pedigree and I don't know. It just looks like the toughness, or they say the dog, to not do what Sam Laporta did. But Sam Laporta's good, but I don't know what happened last year. But he's been better this year, but I don't know what happened last year. He's like Cole Kmet to me.
They're big ass wide receivers who, when the offensive line play breaks down and they actually have to stay on the end line and block, they're not that good.
Yeah.
That's really what they're just all big ass wide receivers.
Speaking of tight ends, another tight end, I see everybody picking him up on waivers is it's my boy Juwan.
Oh yeah, come on. Well, he leads,
number 3 tight end in fantasy.
Yeah, he leads the fantasy in targets for tight ends. So and Spencer Rattler has been better than expected. We can just say that. We won't go any further than that, because y'all are still 0-2.
I don't know if he's better or the fact that Kellen Moore has thrown the ball 87 times.
I mean, he hasn't though.
Eventually, he has thrown the ball 87 times.
I made myself my own meme because I wanted to make a point. Because right now, Rattler has a better quarterback rating than Mahomes or Rodgers.
She sent me that.
I made it for myself. Let's see. So he has 52 out of 8. So he's had 80. Mahomes 68 throws. Rodgers 63, 80 for Rattler. But I just want this is the thing. Nobody's expected them to win a whole lot this year, but nobody expected them to come that close. In that 2 weeks in a row now, they were driving to win the game or tie the game. This last week, if they got that in, they would have won. Week before that, they would have tied. They're not. I'm not saying they're going to the playoffs. I just think that
they're definitely not going to.
Another reason that we know that you like being depressed, and
they're definitely not going to the playoffs.
Because you're sitting here expecting different expectations.
No, I actually have really.
I know you were hyped. I know you had your beads on. You were running around the living room. You were like, I can't wait to get on here Wednesday and talk shit to Jeff and tell him how we won this game. And then,
do you know what it sounds like? This is me. I'm like, okay, boys, that was good. Good job. Like, that's how I am now. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, yeah, Spence, you did it. Like, because I
have not watched more than 7 minutes of Miami football in the first 2 games.
I mean, you're not missing
7 minutes. I'm giving you 7 minutes, and I'm being
my guys they're rebuilding. Like, they've fired everybody. They're starting fresh. Like, you guys are on the about to lose your coach. Going to start the rebuild. So next year it'll be fun for you. This year, you're where I was last year with fucking Derek Carr and Dennis Allen. Speaking of, I saw somebody write something to the effect of, because I forgot about this. We could have had Baker instead of Derek Carr, but Dennis Allen decided, let's go with Derek. I drafted
Everybody could have had Baker.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I say that in the chat though? Since Matt Rule said get the fuck out, and he played on that Thursday night game with McVay. Baker has been
when he had like 10 seconds to read the plays. Yeah.
You know what? I have a question for y'all. Speaking of, they could have had this instead of that. Do you think that Malik Neighbors would be just as good with Kyler Murray as his quarterback?
I don't think.
Just say no because
Jr. was that good.
Exactly. Oh, I was going to say Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. hasn't been good.
But you
said you don't think he was that good.
He's good, but if he was Marvin Smith instead of Marvin Harrison Jr., I feel like he would have went like 29, 30 in that draft. Plus, he gets the boost like Carolina basketball players used to get the boost. Oh, you went to Ohio State?
That.
Oh, you play wide receiver? You must be good. Let's just
they
take
sure
him in
didn't
the
do
top
that for
10 and not worry about it.
Well,
he didn't go to Ohio State.
Ohio
State wide receivers, LSU wide receivers. You can be anything fourth string and up.
Yeah,
you're getting a shot at the league.
Yeah, I mean, look at the kid that played at Carolina. Who'd they draft? The other guy that was on the other side of
Tez?
No.
Xavier Legette. Who did they get?
It was before that. It was the guy that was on the other side of Justin Jefferson. I cannot remember his name. Anyway,
that Justin Jefferson team was damn Jefferson, Chase.
Yeah. It was nasty.
I want to say Booty was on that squad.
No.
Maybe
but he was like the third McMillan or something.
Terrence
it wasn't
Marshall Jr.
Terrence Marshall Jr. That's it.
He went second round and he was ass.
Right, and he was the third. He was the third receiver on. He was the third receiver on LSU, but still went in the second round. So, that's just one of those things, man, where like Emeka Egbuka is proving the point, right? Yeah. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. has moments where he proves the point, and I think he could. But
where did Matthew Golden go to college? Because I got him all over the place. And he sucks.
Yeah.
Really? That is all right. That's karma then. That's karma on me.
You know what though? Hold on. I heard something today, and I know Ferg probably heard it too because I just got finished listening to the podcast a few minutes ago. Matthew Golden leads the NFL in yards of separation running routes. Right. So it's not about him not being good and not being able to produce. It's about Jordan Love trusting to get him the ball. Right. Because
eventually he's going to take off.
Right. That's what they're saying. So Dontavian Wicks, as bad as he has been catching the ball, has more trust than from Jordan Love. Right.
Yeah.
Romeo Doubs, even though his helmet looks like he plays on NFL Blitz, he has more trust than from Jordan Love. So, and Tucker Kraft for sure. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like you're the fourth look with Jaden Reed now gone. Right. And then Christian Watson not there, still on the pup or whatever. So you have Matthew Golden as the fourth look for Jordan Love.
That makes me happy then, because I picked him up everywhere in Dynasty.
I mean, I would keep him. They were talking about just not dropping him at all and just giving it some time for Jordan Love to trust him because he leads the NFL in separation.
He didn't play a lot in training camp. He was hurt, so
right. But he has played. He has played 80% of snaps this year so far. So he leads the league in separation while running in the routes that he's run. Right. So
they play the Browns this week.
Be patient. Yeah, that's not going to look. Browns have a really good defense too.
So somebody offered me a veteran wide receiver for him. I'll trade him right now.
What, like Keenan Allen?
If I'm in a win now,
like Keenan Allen for sure. Yeah, if you're in a win now, if you're not
win now this year, I got to blow this team up. Give me Keenan. Give me DK. Give me several other dudes that I would take.
All right, I have a question for y'all. Something that I heard. Well, I saw a social media post. Where the fuck is my pen? I saw a social media post that Steve Smith did. What did he say?
All right, so I've been listening to Charlotte radio for like the last 2 days.
Ravens Steve Smith?
Yeah,
Panthers.
Let me condense down what he said was. All right, so first of all, they started by calling him a hypocrite because he was on somebody else's podcast, maybe Saturday or Sunday, and for some reason he just went in on Jalen Coker, who's not even playing. Who 2 years ago Steve Smith goated and said was going to end up being the best Panther receiver in the last 10 years. So he went in on him. Then he comes back after people were talking shit about the way Legette played. And he goes off on this long-ass diatribe about how Charlotte is a weak-ass city.
Oh.
A bunch of wine and cheese, whiny bitch goddamn fans who need to stop goddamn when it's good. His biggest quote was,
"You guys do to him when you released him.
When we were rookies and how y'all talk shit. And then we went to the Super Bowl in 2003, and then you try to come back and be our friends, but I ain't forget. But I don't know. He must have been having a bad day. I don't know if he got something from that lawyer. Didn't Steve Smith still getting sued about cheating with that chick in Baltimore or something like that? So he just went. They've been talking about it for 2 days on the radio here. Like, he just went all the way in, and it's like fans are like, man, fuck you, or we pay our money, we can goddamn say what the fuck we want to do. I know the biggest thing he was like, if you haven't played football after elementary school or high school, why the fuck are you even talking?
I understand. I understand that.
Which, I mean, you can say that but that sounds like that shit that Ryan Clark said, the old boy on ESPN the other morning, and he had to turn around and come back and make a goddamn apology. So I don't know. Somebody peed in Steve's cornflakes the other day, and he decided to take it out on radio in Charlotte. So for everyone,
you should look at his Instagram and look at the video that he posted. So that makes me want to ask a question.
No,
all right. So what do you think the percentage of fans is that are loyal and stay with their one team no matter what, good, bad, ugly, and the percentage that are fair weather and come back?
I don't think that there's okay. Let me split your question into two answers. I think this is for lack of whatever age you want to mark it at, this is a pre-LeBron James fans, post-LeBron James fans. So we're talking, 35, 40-year-old fans and up, and then 35, 40-year-olds and down. 35 to
Tom
40.
Brady fans in that category too?
I was going to say, I'll talk about that.
I mean, but Brady went to Tampa Bay after LeBron was already in. So
right, I get that. Yeah.
There's a gap of fans who are, I'm name on the front of the jersey, it's whatever. And then there's fans that are everyone knows we're Celtics fans. Me and the commission have been Celtics fans since we were 5, 6 years old. When Pierce left, fuck Paul Pierce. When KG was back with somebody else, fuck KG. If you leave my team, I no longer fuck with you. The only Tar Heel that I absolutely despise in my entire life is Rick Fox. You leave us to go start for the Lakers, fuck you, Rick Fox.
All right, so look, let's talk about team though. What do you think? Do you think more people are fair weather fans or more people are?
For me, it's a split because I have a team I've loved since birth, and then I have the team that I abandoned, and I get called out on it periodically. But I've been
do you go back?
Louisiana. I can't.
I don't know if you can go
when
back.
I was in high school in the late 90s.
But that's a fair weather fan, one that comes back.
Well, I'm going to explain to you what happened.
When the times are good.
It was the late 90s. One of my guy best friends was a huge Patriots fan. So I was like, all right. So I didn't know anything about football at the time. I'm just getting into it. I started watching the Pats. I go to school in New England. I get more into the Pats. Then Bledsoe gets hurt. And Brady comes in. At this point, I'm really into the Pats. And Brady comes in, and then it just that's it. I lived and breathed the Patriots because they were in the AFC, didn't have to worry about the NFC. But as soon as he left, there was just Bill. I don't know if it's because Belichick's an asshole, but there's something about that team where you just can't the heart and soul. I mean, it was bad enough when Brewski retired, but when Brady left, it was dude. This shit sucks. And then it plummeted.
I think Boston or New England fans in particular are different breed though.
Yeah,
from other fans. The under 19, probably one of your 3 favorite teams has won a championship every year since you've been alive.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean they're spoiled on a different level.
Right.
So they can be wine and cheese and be like, fuck you, Drake May.
But also
they're used to winning.
Well, also, Lauren, I think you were a Brady fan, not a New England fan, right? So I think you started to be a New England fan, but then just Brady took over that thing.
And it was
what's up, Raz? Thanks for joining. But I don't because I guess I'm just such a loyal fan. So for instance, I'm a Randy Moss fan. Wherever Randy Moss went, I was a Randy Moss fan. I was a Minnesota lover of that offense. I mean, how could you not? Dante Culpepper, Roger Smith,
Brady when he went to
Chris Carter, Randy Moss, right? So how could you not be a fan of stuff like that? But Matt was more of a fan of just that style of play and stuff like that.
You're a niche fan that you're the opposite of Merle, whereas you love college sports.
I do
more than you love pro sports, and
to an extent,
your pro affiliations are by through someone else for them to be affiliated to.
So it starts with my mom who raised me as a Cubs fan. So I've been a diehard Cubs fan all my life. So you want to talk about loss? I know loss. I was lost.
I know pain.
Right? I was pain. Right? This is 116 years of torture. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, so I mean, or 106 years, sorry. And then it just it's just crazy. The fandom, I don't understand people. And I understand what Steve Smith is saying because I don't like people that, shit on the team and just say, you know what, fuck these guys. I'm never going to watch them again. And then they start winning. They're like, oh, okay, well, I can watch them again. And then they suck again. They go, fuck these guys.
Isn't that the beauty
that is
of being
sports.
A fan?
It is. It is, but you can't. I don't know if you can call yourself a fan if you just abandon the team to go to another
fan
team.
Is short for fanatic, so
for sure.
I mean, that's what a fanatic would do. Would be like, oh my God, I fucking hate you. Now I fucking love you again. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I have
like that girl you can never get rid of.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this girl.
The Saints football team dictates my mood for
I understand that.
So like it's on and like you put on the Steve Gleason block punt, I'll start crying. You put on the onside kick from the Super Bowl, I'll start crying. So like it does. See,
but that only works when you have expectation. I told you 3 weeks ago we were already plotting for Cancun and Cabo. So I don't get worked up on Sunday. I get more worked up about making sure my fantasy lineups are in. I don't really care with Miami. The only thing I care about is, are we picking 1 or 2 next year?
See, I feel free this year. I almost feel like a weight has been lifted because I can watch them and just be like, good job.
I mean, I can literally watch any game, whatever's going on. I'll be like,
nice try, guys.
I can watch
that. I'm like, good job, guys. You're learning.
All right, so we're halfway through the show. We still have some fantasy stuff to talk about, but we got to get a couple of matchups out of the way real quick. So let's move on to a couple things. So first off, we got to talk about the Cowboys and Giants, right? So we have to talk about this game. Like, as much as I don't like the Cowboys, what a game this was. And holy shit, like this dude. So y'all remember Greg Zuerlein?
Yep.
It was a Legatron, right?
Yeah.
And so this dude used to, like, we thought he was the shit, kicking 50-yard field goals and 55-yard field goals, right? And so then now Brandon Aubrey comes out, 64 yards, just trots out on the field and just fucking knocks it down.
If your kicker can't hit 55 now, he's probably getting cut next week.
That's why
you got to have a kicker that at least can hit 55, which is crazy. That doesn't make sense.
I was watching that with my phone in my hand, standing up, sweating, anxiety, up $650 in DraftKings. I needed him just to miss the kick, and I would have cashed out.
Oh,
fantasy question: are 50-yard field goals still going to be worth 5 points a year from now?
I think it's going to be 55-yard field goals.
A year
and I think that should start next year because like this dude is breaking the scale right now.
I don't know if you guys know this. He's on the practice squad, but the Saints have one of the guys from the UK, and he can hit 70. But
I want to see it. I want to see it in the game.
It's so funny. Because they always make him say like some super New Orleans things with his Irish accent, but accuracy. They keep working on him with his accuracy, but he doesn't count on our roster limit, so they just keep Charlie Sloan.
Like that first game of the year when Butker hit that one from like 59 when they had to run on the field in like 5 seconds. And he comes back and misses a 40. I'm like, what the hell? You missed a 40-yard field goal?
But then with the kickers, though, like all the really good kickers end up being fucking assholes. You got Butker, Justin
Tucker. Yeah. Did y'all see like the Brandon Aubrey kick where you like the one the game was like 29 yards or some shit like that? Dude just came out and just like it was the most nonchalant kick. I've never seen anything like that. It was the most nonchalant thing I've ever seen. But great game. Dak had a great game. He had 300 plus, but he only had 2 touchdowns. George Pickens, I mean, man, finally. I'm glad he broke out finally for them. Javonte is the number 2.
Where did he come from?
He's the number 2 running back or number 3 running back in fantasy so far.
Russell Wilson had 450 and 3.
He had 450
that makes no sense.
Those passes to Malik Neighbors were beautiful.
And Wan'Dale Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but the Malik is just a special dude, man. Like they got one in him. They got a generational talent.
Are you ready to?
As long as he can stay healthy here and on the field, I think.
Are you ready to add Scatterbo to the Great White Hype team? Is he there yet? Not yet.
Not yet. But let's talk about somebody who is also creeping his way up there that is not on there yet because he only has 2 catches this year. Is Tesla, and this kid is a monster. But did you hear what they? I watch SportsCenter in the mornings. I love Randy Scott and Jerry Schwartzky. They're like my favorite tandem on SportsCenter. I love Nicole, but she's on too late for me to watch, so I have to catch her in the morning. But Randy Scott said, "Can we call him Mayotron?"
Mayotron. Wow.
Ferg.
That's kind of wow.
I like that.
I lost
I think we're gonna adopt that on this show
for sure.
Mayotron.
Yeah, like, I lost my shit. I thought, I wrote it down. I was like, I have to tell these guys that.
On the day that Jimmy Kimmel gets canceled,
okay, we
get us a Mayotron.
Jimmy Kimmel got canceled. He just won an Emmy.
So a couple things, Lauren.
Oh, that was Stephen Colbert. Never mind. They all look the same to me.
First of all, I read why and what happened. I'm not going to comment, but I read why and
Ass.
I think it was
Ass.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't make the rules. So, and I don't own ABC either. And
So I can say what the fuck I want to say.
I don't own Disney. I don't own Disney.
Say what I want to say.
Just go back and look. Just go back and look at.
He made a comment. He didn't say anything crazy or reckless. He didn't wear a T-shirt like the T-shirt that I saw the other day that said "Protect Your Neck" with the bullet hole coming out of it. He didn't wear nothing like that. Yet by 3:00, the show was on hiatus.
I probably agreed with whatever he said then.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now, Lauren.
I said worse.
All right.
Random thought on the Giants game. Wandale had a $142.
Yeah, in this bizarre universe that we live in right now, would he get canceled for something like that? But anyway.
Right. But he had 12 targets, 9 catches for $142, and a really nice touchdown.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but look, he's a hot waiver pickup. He's a hot waiver pickup. So, and we don't do the show on Tuesdays where we talk waivers, but
yeah, I own him a lot.
We will not. I pulled a Ferg today, and I picked up Ray McLeod. All right, so now, Lauren, I am going to give you. Ferg and I are going to back up. We're going to give you a couple of moments
to talk shit,
to bask in glory. Number one,
about your Bears,
and to talk as much shit as you want to about how the Lions went out and destroyed Ben Johnson.
Yeah, so I changed I have Jared Goff in a league, and I changed his name to Fuck Ben Johnson. So what is he? So 23 for 28, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, and then Jameer got a touchdown. Montgomery got a touchdown. So
Amon-Ra got 3.
And that's how I won money this weekend. I went all in on the Lions, and people were like, no. I was like, no, dude, you can't. That man he's the offensive coordinator. They lose the playoff game, and he starts immediately blaming it on Jared Goff. Like it's all Jared Goff's fault. Then he goes to the Bears in the division rival, continues to run his fucking mouth for weeks. There was no way. If you've ever watched Jared Goff in interviews, like he's very quiet and reserved, but I feel like he's an actions kind of guy. So I was like, this man is going to walk on that field and make you look like a little bitch. And he did. Big time. And I loved every second of it. Like, that is what you get, my friend. Now you look like a high school gym teacher. Done.
You know what's funny?
Johnson. What an asshole.
You know what's funny, Lauren, is I thought about you on Sunday when I was watching it because there was I love me some Jared Goff. But so it was really funny to me when I was watching this game, and I was just laughing, just thinking about you, Lauren, because it was like 30-7 or something like that. And I was like, all right. So Amon-Ra's got 2 touchdowns, and Jameer has a touchdown, and Montgomery has a touchdown. I'm good. All right. So let me turn this game. They're not gonna do this. Come back.
No, they ran that shit up, and I don't blame them. Yeah, if I would have put it in as many times, like there's no mercy rule when somebody talks shit for weeks on end. Like
no. And Jared went out there and very, very efficiently picked them apart. And Amon-Ra had a huge game. He had 9 for 150 and 3 touchdowns or something like that. I know he had 3 touchdowns.
So one of them afterwards was like, dude, we had to win. We were disrespected. I'm like that. Like, that is what you get, dude. Like, I don't know that they go to Chicago and they're going to win in Chicago. I don't know if they win that much. But
calm down with the disrespect talk.
No, but I mean, she has a point. She has a point with that, though, so she has a point with it.
Jared Goff was pissed.
Yeah,
no, he was anything.
He was not very happy.
Because he got blamed for all of it. Like,
and he is the quiet dude, right? So he isn't going to be the outspoken one. You know what I really enjoyed was Jameson Williams' stat line from the game.
Oh my God. When that happened, I had
2 for $108.
650, and I was like, oh Jesus.
All right, so Amon-Ra was 9 for 115 and 3. Jameson Williams 2 for 108 and 1.
And
then Amon-Ra did that thing in the end zone where he
dropped 2.
You dropped 2.
Hurt.
Yeah, and then he pretended right. Like 52-21, just beat down City.
Mm-hmm.
I think they definitely made the statement that they wanted to. And now, no matter what happens this year, I just don't think mentally the Bears can beat the Lions.
Can we talk about the Bears starting to move on from Caleb Williams? Are we there yet?
They're not going to.
Are we there yet?
Who they going to go to?
Why? He hasn't signed a new deal.
I mean, he's got 2 years left. 2 years left. 3 years left.
I'm not giving him a 5th year. He got to earn it.
He's
He's got to earn that fifth
money.
year. I'm not giving him a fifth year.
Ferg, I don't know if he's that bad, man.
His O-line, though, still
19
dude.
for 30 for 207.
Oh, that was the other thing, by the way.
I took 4 bad sacks
in that lineup. I had Rome and then all
Rome
the
is
Lions.
nasty. Rome is gross, and I am so glad that I drafted him in a few places.
I would love to trade for him in a lot of leagues. Oh, DJ, you could drop DJ Moore.
I would love to see DJ Moore get traded somewhere.
That would be nice. Like where, like Seattle to help JSN, or
he'd be the 2 or 3 in Seattle.
JSN has like the highest target percentage right now. It's like something ridiculous.
Oh, he's insane.
All right, maybe DJ Moore to the Raiders.
That would be fun. Because he would be next to Jacoby Myers. All right, so let's kind of merge into some fantasy a little bit. We have 20 minutes left, and we still need to talk about Thursday night football. But I want to start off this kind of segment. Let's talk about a parlay that we like this week, just one. And I know you guys both have one.
Gambler.
So give us a 3-leg plus parlay. That's a 500 plus. A 500 plus odds. So
wow. I'll dig in the phone for that. I don't start betting this early in the week.
I'll start. I'll give you some time to start because this is a good one. This is just something that was just feelings for me. So let's start off with I got the Bills when it was 12.5. So I took it because I think it's 40-14. If y'all score
14,
if y'all score twice,
45-6.
if y'all score twice, I think it's something in that range. So I got the Bills minus 12.5. This is a fun one. I thought I had the Green Bay Packers and Cleveland Browns under 42.5. All right, so under 42.5. Browns hosting the Packers. 41. Hosting the Packers. Right, I got it at 42. Like hosting the Packers. In Cleveland, both defenses have been great, especially Cleveland. Especially Green Bay. So next one is Cincinnati and Minnesota under 41.5. All right. So it is Cincinnati at Minnesota. JJ McCarthy's not playing. We've already talked about Joe Burrow. Aaron Jones is on the IR. And so you got Carson Wentz coming in and playing quarterback for Minnesota. Right. So under 41.5. And then over 43.5 Colts Titans. That is a 4-leg parlay plus 12.28 odds, no profit boosts. Plus 12.28.
That's not too bad. Like I said, I normally don't get into this until like Friday. I don't really fool with Thursdays because I told you I hate Thursday night games.
I get that. I get that. That one was just so easy. That was just so easy at 12.5 for like I don't know if it could be anything else.
I'll go. How about this? We'll go deep in the cut.
Okay.
Because it's Buffalo, Miami. How about Josh Palmer on the anytime TD at plus 270?
I like that.
And then if we're just gonna go Thursday, Josh Palmer, and then how about because I feel like everybody's gonna get to play for Buffalo.
Ray Davis.
We're really gonna dig
a Ray Davis anytime touchdown would be
anytime touchdown is at plus 340
for Ray Davis. That's it.
And
that would get higher.
They say old man Waller is gonna play this weekend. You can go Waller at plus 550 on an anytime touchdown. And hope that he steals some of that Jonnu magic from last year.
I like it, Ferg. I like that 3 legs. So, Lauren, before you get into yours, let me tell you something funny that I saw last weekend that I know you didn't bet on, but whoa, it would have been great. Tez Walker was a plus 1,900 for an anytime touchdown.
Jesus.
And he got 2.
I love those random. I put Matt Collins in somewhere. I was just like, fuck it. Like, this dude doesn't wear shoes unless he's on the field. Like, let me just put him in here. And
Matt Collins is always good for an anytime touchdown.
Now, last week, I'll tell you this. I had a parlay. I had plus 115 on Keenan at 60 plus yards. He had 61. I had Quentin Johnson at the plus 200 on anytime he scored. What I had then – I'm about to dump bait with this guy. Omarion. 60 at plus 145, he had 24 yards. And then Brock Bowers at plus 60 at plus 120, he had 38 yards. Like I'm about to dump those guys like for real.
Yeah.
And then I had Javonte anytime at plus 175.
Yeah, he got
CD plus 100 at plus 240.
No touchdowns.
And then I had Devontae at plus 130 for 70.
All right, I'm gonna give you a touchdown guarantee of the week. CD Lamb, touchdown guarantee of the week. CD Lamb, you can put that at lock. Lock that
Right.
one. In.
I'll give you a touchdown guarantee of the week, even though we're gonna get blown out. Achane.
Oh yeah, I mean that he's got to be a minus.
No, he's actually not a minus because we're terrible.
Oh well, I guess that's
he's actually
true.
not a minus. We're terrible, sir.
I guess that's true.
Let's see. He's
So I don't do the parlays, but I don't do the parlay, but I can tell you the games that I'm really excited about, and there's one that nobody's talking about yet.
Okay.
I am all in on Carson Wentz and the Vikings.
Why?
All in. He is $4,000 on DraftKings, and he's playing at his childhood team inside with Justin Jefferson. That dude is gonna be awesome this weekend.
Who do they have?
He's 47 years old.
The Bengals defense with Carson Wentz and Justin Jefferson. It's gonna be brutal.
Give us a yardage total for Carson Wentz at 47 years old.
Like,
what if I tell you to bring
250 yards, 4 touchdowns.
You said 350 and 4?
250 and 3.
250 and 4?
250 and 3.
Woo! Ooh, boy.
I'm hoping that he gives TJ
How
some
about
love this weekend.
220 and 1?
The dude can throw the ball anywhere in the field, and Justin Jefferson's going to get it.
But Lauren, he's
371.
He's him and Joe Lewis, 373 years old.
He is.
It's not that he can't throw the ball. I just feel like next week at least
this is like one of his
they
last
just turn
chances.
around and give the ball to Jordan Mason and say, "Hey, fuck it."
I don't think
Lauren,
so.
Also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Vikings signed your boy today too, the old Saint. I believe they signed Cam Akers today.
They did. They did sign Cam Akers
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, they did sign Cam Akers, and I think somebody signed Brett Rippon, and I can't.
I think he was already on the practice squad.
Okay, so they just brought him up. But like last time Carson Wentz went out there was his last chance he had when he was.
When the last time Carson Wentz threw for 250 yards?
Hold up, but see the thing is, the last time Carson Wentz was supposed to be whatever, was it Kansas City or Washington, and before that it was. Yeah. It was San Francisco, I think, I'm
not saying in real life I'm wanting to do shit, but for $4,000
I get that. It's like for $4,000 in DraftKings for sure. Take the game.
Yeah.
Good gracious. Like,
and the Bengals defense
September 18th, 2022 was the last time Carson Wentz went for 250 yards.
If I'm Carson Wentz, I'm playing my childhood, my team from when I was a kid. This is probably one of my last opportunities to walk on that field. I'm going to go out there and slice it up.
So who has the better game if they play? Mac Jones. Carson Wentz.
Mac Jones.
Browning.
Mac Jones.
Carson Wentz.
Mac Jones has already shown it. He did it last weekend. Dude was
276 and 3.
Don't matter. He was 276 and 3 last week. And Mac Jones is the better quarterback.
Yeah, but who did he play?
It doesn't matter. That's but he's a better quarterback, is all I'm saying. Like, he's a better quarterback than Jake Browning. He's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz is now.
It was shocked if he got hurt in the first half of the game.
He's not a better quarterback than Carson Wentz was. He's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz is now. That's all.
All right, I'm writing this out because I put
Mariota.
Carson Wentz 253 touchdowns.
If Mariota plays.
No, I'd be surprised. No, if it was between Wentz and Mariota, I would take Mariota just because he can run the ball. But like I'd be surprised if Carson Wentz had 200 yards. I'd be shocked.
I'm giving 220 and 1 as a.
I'd be shocked. Nice. Like, does Jordan Mason have a good game? Sure.
Yes.
I'm here for that. I'm here for the 100 yards and a touchdown or whatever. But like,
I got him everywhere. Yeah.
Carson Wentz had 96 and he didn't get the whole game.
Like, Carson Wentz is not on that to me. I don't know. I'm just not.
I don't know. Bengals defense, though, it's the Bengals defense.
We talked about this earlier. They are Swiss cheese. They cannot stop anything that, like, I heard them compared to a colander, right?
And they're and they're going to try to stop Justin Jefferson. Like,
I tell you what, give me 225 for Carson Wentz next week if he's still playing.
Okay,
and they get Jordan Addison back.
Yeah, okay, I'm down for that. Let me ask you a question though about Justin Jefferson. So I am of the camp that Jordan Jefferson is one of the best, the top 3, top 4 in the NFL, right? Dude can do anything on the field. But whenever he's all you got to worry about, there ain't nobody else over there right
Who's
now.
their second wideout?
Jalen Naylor. There is nobody else to worry about. And TJ
Hockenson has disappeared.
TJ Hockenson, Jeff could run those routes that he was running last week.
So, but let me ask you: is it the wideout and the tight end, or is it the quarterback? Because I've also seen people making fun of JJ about being scared in the pocket, and what if Kirk was back? I don't know.
I mean, so until you get Jordan Addison back and TJ Hockenson is what you want TJ Hockenson to be, and you have a full complement in the backfield, it's going to be really hard to say. But I'm like, Justin Jefferson is all they have to stop. They have to concentrate. They have to stack the box and then double team. No, but you can double team JJ or bracket him, right? You can bracket or double team JJ and make sure you stack the box.
Naylor in offensive drafting lineups
and really, who are we talking about here? We're talking about Jordan Mason, not Derek fucking Henry. So you don't have to put 12 men in the box to fucking to stop fucking Jordan Mason. You can dedicate 2 or 3 guys, one over the top, one underneath, and maybe a linebacker or an outside linebacker can sneak up the middle and cover the inside.
Derrick Henry last week, though.
Can I give you a stat, though? I just want a little deep dive stat right here. Justin Jefferson with Kirk Cousins, 3 years, 324 catches, 5,400 yards, 33 touchdowns.
Checks out.
Without Kirk Cousins, 148 catches, 2,200 yards, only 13 touchdowns. 88
but how
yards
many games did he play?
54 games with Kirk, 26 games without Kirk.
So half and half.
That includes Mullins, Hall, Darnold, and J.J. McCarthy in those numbers.
Well, and that's surprising because he had a really good – and most of that was Sam Darnold.
Great without them. Yeah.
Well, and again, I think a lot of that is the talent that's around him that has it. Because, I mean, look, Jordan Addison's great. We all know that. We all like Jordan Addison. But he didn't play half of last year, right? Or a third of last year. And then this year he hasn't played yet because he was serving out his 3-game suspension. So not this week. He won't be back this week. He will be back next week. But how long is it going to take him to reacclimate? How long is it going to take Carson Wentz or JJ McCarthy? Because some people say JJ McCarthy's out 2 to 3 weeks. So then you have Carson Wentz for 2 to 3 weeks.
That's
right. And so then you have Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson that are going to have to be sharing targets from Carson Wentz. So it doesn't get any better just because Jordan Addison gets back necessarily.
I'm going to say next year. We're going to start
next week they play the Steelers.
We're going to start our fantasy league after week 1 next year.
You should.
We're not going to play week 1. We're going to draft the Monday after Tuesday after week 1.
I like it. Let's fucking do it.
Is brutal. If we speaking of week, the ass of the week, I got mine already.
I didn't even
because
look.
It's like you draft first round guys and they end up like trash.
So who was your ass of the week?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, well, can we all just say him because he was terrible?
Why are we hating on Brian Thomas?
But he's also hurt.
Yeah,
he was also hurt and wasn't on the injury list, right? And his coach got
dropping
some
balls
shit
last week before he got hurt.
Well, I just think the Carolina Panthers should stay on the ass week.
Doing? Yeah, it's like both of them. It's like watching 2 idiots run the field.
Yeah, it's the ass of the week is fun. I really think that all should go to the Panthers until they win. Because they win a game. They are just terrible. Like them or the Dolphins. Like you can give it to either one of them for right now, and Ferg's not going to disagree.
I'm going to say Leggett.
Oh yeah,
had him win.
But I do like the Falcons this week because they play the Panthers. And the Falcons have been.
This should be a 300. Look,
that's
what? Here's a good bet that you can put some money on. I wonder what the odds of this are. Somebody look this up real quick if you have DraftKings or whatever.
Atlanta
available.
And the Panthers.
No, look up 300 yards from Michael Penix. Because I think that is a seriously real possibility. So let's see.
What? The only reason I push back against that is because the Panthers can't stop the run worth a fuck. And I don't even see why you would even throw Drake out there with his bad hamstring when Bijan could easily go for 175.
And Tyler Algier, yeah.
For 300 yards is plus 600. So
Michael Penix?
For Michael Penix in the game against Carolina.
At Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
I don't like
I feel like Michael Penix is
because that game could be over. That game could get over quick, and then they could just be running the rock.
Did they play? They got to play. They lost to the Bucks, so I feel like they are very aware of the fact that they got to win this game and like just kill it. Who do they play left?
I think Michael Penix maybe goes for like 230, but like 3 touchdowns, and then the rest is just Bijan and Algier all day.
So if you put Bijan, so let's look
Bijan at 150,
unless he gets a fucking migraine.
If you put Bijan at 150, he's plus 1,200.
I would do that.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Bijan at 120.
I gotta write that down. So
I'm gonna take Bijan 120 plus at plus 400, right?
Okay.
And Michael Penix Jr. as a plus 250. I'm gonna use a fan cash on this for $5, and it pays out $80 if it hits.
I can go with that.
So I'm doing that right now. I just placed that bet. So
that'll be fun. I'm so confident in that bet that I will say right now that next Wednesday we're talking about either Canales or the Panthers defensive coordinator being fired by next Wednesday.
Well, you know what? That's another good one that we didn't talk about. Who is going to get fired first?
McDaniel.
Yeah,
I was going to say because everybody's thinking McDaniels doesn't make
expectations are high.
The only reason I'm saying I'm saying McDaniel because he should get fired first.
But Dave Tepper's an idiot.
Let me see what it costs to fire him right now.
Yeah. I just feel like he is like, I realize he's a strange dude, but I feel like he's gotten stranger and more out of touch. And now you got Tyreek pissed off. Like,
all right. They have to pay him through 28 if they fire him.
Well, I don't know. Do they have enough money to worry about that?
I say that he doesn't get fired. Well, he got that Stephen Ross money. So I say Tepper fires somebody in Charlotte first.
Well, Dave Tepper's an idiot, so
he is an idiot.
He doesn't give anybody any time to do anything. So
if you're the Dolphins and you know you're going to pick one or two, why change up and fire up the team and hope they get a spark and you finish like 4-13 and you end up picking 5 or 6? Fuck that. Let's just goddamn go 1-16, get the number 1 pick. You can decide if you're going to take like
he's been a bad coach the rest of the time. It's like this 1 year.
He's a bad head coach. I watched
he's
every
weird
Sunday until this year. No, he's a bad head coach. He doesn't make adjustments. When that shit was working, when Tyreek was running past everybody, he looked smart. Once Tyreek couldn't run past anybody, he couldn't scheme up shit to get anybody open. And this unwavering loyalty to Tua is ridiculous.
Yeah, I get that. And I mean, as long as he's still on his 2 feet and able to walk, I think he's going to be playing.
Well, I mean,
all right.
So
I know that we've been intermingling fantasy a little bit throughout the show. So let me ask you guys one quick question. I have 2 questions for you guys to end the show before we talk about the Thursday night game real quick. So we'll probably go about 5 minutes over. So first question is, how do you guys feel about trades in fantasy? And secondary question, how do you feel about leagues that don't do trades? Not like don't do it because they don't allow it, just people don't participate.
Okay, so I have 2 different schools, and it depends on the leagues that I play in.
Okay.
There are certain leagues that I know there are dudes who are always down the deal. They always want to move something every week. They get antsy. Somebody can have a 2-catch performance. They're ready to trade them. So those dudes I'm always watching.
Right.
But then there are other dudes, like, to me, I'm on the less need to fuck them picks. Like in Dynasty, I don't give a fuck about first, second round picks. I'm trying to win every year this year because you never know when you lose a Burrow, a Jaden Daniels, whoever, and your season is fucking over right then in week 2.
Yep.
So I'm always trying to win. But when I send a dude a trade and I say, hey, I'll give you like Jerry Jeudy for Jordan Mason, some shit like that, just because I need a back. And this before Aaron Jones even got
That's hurt. Actually a good trade.
Exactly. And then you come back and say, give me Jordan Mason and your 1 for Jerry Jeudy, and you throw like 3 other dudes.
Yeah.
Like, why are you convoluting this? Let's just get straight to it.
Why are you bullshitting?
Because I don't like
unless it's like first round pick.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 times I gotta cut somebody to take back 3 or 4 dudes. I'd rather just trade picks.
Right.
But and then some people don't know how to trade.
Yeah.
They'll just do whatever.
Yeah.
And they kind of fuck up the league because I'm in a league right now where there's just one dude. He just managed to like assume to gather the infinity stones of players from other terrible players to the point where he has like Jameer, Malik.
I just made a big trade in our
Justin
keeper league
Jefferson.
that you missed.
Like people like that for just random trades he's made over like the last 2 to 3 years. And now everybody's complaining because his matchup every week is like 190 projected points and everybody else is like 130. And I'm in the comments like, that means y'all are just bad GM.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did you
the
trade
game.
him? Why did you trade him?
Hate the game.
I just made a big trade in the league we're in together, Jeff. I don't know if you even saw the keeper league. Well, so this league I am 0-2 with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, Ted McMillan. Like because I play in so many leagues this year, I was like, if I'm 0-2, I'm just gonna go balls to the wall and see what happens. So I just traded Saquon for Joe Mixon, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Xavier Worthy.
Wow,
it's not actually a terrible deal.
Wow.
And that's not even, I don't even care if Mixon makes it back. That's actually not a bad deal.
He's going to come back.
Yeah, but I got Pollard and Bucky Irving to hold me. Yeah, because like I'm not doing, it's not, my wide receivers are killing me.
Barkley for Worthy, Harrison, and Mixon.
I get that. I mean, I get that. I mean, when you're wide receiver heavy, like, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. So I have this league that I'm in. It's Ferg and I's, big league that we're in with Hoofnagel, and I'm in desperate need of a running back, like desperate. I have Jonathan Taylor, and my second running back is Kareem Hunt. Okay.
God.
Right. So
there's nobody on waivers.
That Kareem Hunt was on waivers. This is the league you want to get in, Lauren. Don't forget about this is how ridiculous this league is sometimes with the people.
Every year everybody, like, is somebody retiring?
Well, it's like everybody knows what they're doing, right? So you know who I'm trying to get. So what I'm trying to do is my wide receivers are delightful, right? I went wide receiver heavy. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get CMC. That is my ultimate goal, is to get CMC. Yeah. And the guy that has him kept him. And I asked him if he'd be willing to hear, deals. And he was like, I'm always willing to hear deals, right? So my wide receivers are as follows: Amon-Ra, Puka, George Pickens, Jerry Jeudy, Garrett Wilson, Hollywood Brown, Wan'Dale Robinson, and then I have a couple of other, running backs like that aren't playing, like Rachaad White and Aaron Jones on the bench, right? So I have a plethora of wide receivers, and I'm offering him one of the two of the Puka and the Amon-Ra.
See, I only have 2 running backs, or I would trade you.
I get it.
I would trade you either one of my running backs for one of those wide receivers. I don't have another running back.
That's why because
I went wide receiver as well.
So his wide receivers, this is why I offered him. His wide receivers are Brian Thomas and Ladd McConkey. Like, these are his top 2 wide receivers, right? And so then he has
other running backs.
Then he has Booty on the bench, right? So his running backs are Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery.
Right? I need somebody to trade me a running back.
So I was going, like, I also said, if CMC is too rich for you, I said I'll take Montgomery too, but the price goes way down. Like, you don't get a Puka or an Amon-Ra for a fucking David Montgomery. You can have George Pickens and Hollywood Brown all you want to, right?
Yeah.
But like,
for who? Who is your running backs?
My running backs are Jonathan Taylor and Kareem Hunt and Rachaad White and Aaron Jones. Because I went wide receiver heavy like you went last year.
I did it again this year, and I just don't have another running back.
But see, my wide receivers are like Amon-Ra and Puka. I'll start every week, no questions asked.
Like, my starting 2 best wide receivers are Chase and Drake London.
Right, and I would take Ja'Marr Chase from you in a second.
But I have Sutton and DJ Moore and no other running.
I know.
I only have.
You know what's also bad too? I got sucked into the rookie running back, so I have a lot of like RJ Harvey and Marion Hampton. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's killing me.
I'll trade Amarion Hampton for a bag of fucking Takis right now.
See, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to get from you, but I didn't think you'd give him for Kareem Hunt and a wide receiver. But look, if you give me that for Kareem Hunt, look, I don't know, bro. You can have George Pickens. You can have George Pickens,
but I can't start George Pickens. That doesn't help me.
You can start Garrett Wilson.
Doesn't help me. I still would have a blank spot at running back.
No, you can have Kareem Hunt.
I'm not playing
free. I'll give you Rachaad White too. Hey man, look.
Now Bucky gets hurt. Call me back.
No,
Call
for
me
real.
back if Bucky gets hurt.
All right. So one more question, real quick. Man, we're gonna be longer than 5 minutes over. One more question, real quick. So let's make this as short as the answer as possible. I think we've talked something very similar about this before. Just a fun little question because
Okay.
Lauren kind of alluded to something earlier, so we already know her answer, but I want her to think of another answer. So remember that, Lauren. What is a sports moment that makes you cry?
Oh boy.
Right. So I'll start because I think the last time we talked about something like this,
I'm listening.
Mine was my initial one is going to be the 2022 national championship. Right. Final Four game when Carolina beat Duke and I was there. It was just an amazing experience overall, no matter what. So, but the number one that makes me cry, still gives me chills bumps to this day, is when the Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah.
So that was it for me. Like, I wish I would have been there, but I wasn't. But it was an amazing experience, even being able to watch it, being up until whatever fucking 1:30 in the morning when that game ended. So, not Steve Gleason, you cannot.
I know. I got one.
All right, let's go.
I was only about a year old, but I'm gonna go with, and I've only seen the movie. I've never seen other than the live footage of the movie, but
Rudy,
the Miracle on Ice.
Okay.
Or do you believe in miracles? As soon as they do that, and I can see it's actually choking me up right now. I can't even see it choking up. Oh my god!
Yeah.
My dad asked my dad because I was a baby. He said, "Oh, I cried like a little baby."
I bet.
Oh, that is just incredible.
I bet. So, Ferg, what about you? Is he still there?
In miracles?
Like, I don't think Ferg is there anymore. So, you know what we're going to have to talk about at some point, Lauren, and maybe this is something that you would need to think of because I think I'd have to probably go through a few. But what are your favorite, as a sports fan, we've watched hours and hours and hours of sports, right? And so you can't use that one next time. But what are your favorite calls ever? Right? Like calls of plays, right? So like we just think about it. We don't have to talk.
Not ref calls. No. I can tell you which one I hate the most. Like, no,
easy. Your best commentator calls watching a game. Your best commentator calls. We'll talk about that next week. So that'll be the question to end next week. You hear that, Ferg?
Commentators. Gotcha.
Yeah, the best calls by a commentator in a sporting event that you're watching, obviously at home, because you have to.
Oh, you're talking like how he was like 5, 4, 3.
Oh, yeah, exactly, like that, right? So I know my answer, I think, but I still have to look.
I gotta think about it. I
already know the answer to that one.
So Ferg, what is a sports moment that has made you cry, and then we'll get to the Thursday night game really quick because there's not much to talk about.
Can my sports moment be fake?
No.
Come on, Simone Biles won the gold medal after having a mental health crisis. Come on, that had to get you.
When Joanna Man walked on the court for the first time to overcome that fear, you can't.
Actually, I'm gonna take because I'm trying to think of real sports doesn't make me get emotional like that. Like I get mad, but I don't get emotional. But
okay, mad cry.
Mad
cry. Like so mad you threw something or punched something.
Okay. National championship game. What was that?
2016.
Is that Villanova?
Chris Jenkins. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Jenkins game. We were in a sports bar.
Yeah.
Watching this game. And I remember everybody was jumping around and I was with some other dudes. And I remember they had to go. And I was still watching. And I remember like 20 people, including myself, throwing shit at the big screen TV that was on the wall when he hit that. And I remember I just sat there and I just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know whether to go in the car, order another drink. I remember I left. And I happened to know the girl that was the waitress. She called me like 2 days later. She's like, you know, you guys left and didn't pay your tab, right?
Oh,
like I was just distraught at that moment right there.
Yeah.
Because it's like it took like 8 seconds. It felt like 5 seconds of real time between the time Marcus Page hit that shot and then the time
Chris like 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds.
It's like I aged 10 years in that 5 seconds. Like,
it was
those are the worst.
It was the worst, Lauren. I remember. I mean, it's one of those. You know,
was that after the buzzer? Did we really lose?
No, yeah, right, dude. Like I was at JC's house, and there was about 10 to 12 of us there, and we had been all day at it, right? And that as if the NFL fans don't know, the national championship game does not start at an early time here on the East Coast for us. It's like a 9:57 or some dumbass shit like that. And so this was like we had been at it since like 10 a.m. and this is national motherfucking championship. And bro, it was a bad feeling. So yeah, that's a really good one, Ferg. So
let me think about one more good one because we have a female. I got to throw a female out there, and this will be. And do you guys remember when Carrie Struggs hit that? Yeah, hit the. Oh, that was a good one too. She hits that. She's in that broken ankle.
Yeah, you know what I think would be a better moment for a lot of women's sports fans if they would have ever paid attention to Christy fucking Martin beating the shit out of fucking people. Like if women would have paid more attention to boxing, Christy Martin, they are making a movie out of Christy Martin. Really? And not only are they making a movie, but Sydney fucking Sweeney is playing Christy Martin.
Well, that's cool.
Well, it's like Charlize. That's like Charlize Theron playing homegirl from Monster. Let's not sugarcoat this. But Christy Martin is like a 5'4", and she would beat the fucking shit out of most. And I gotta write this down. Look, you need to
with a C or a K.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look up Nicole Miner's daughter. Christy Martin, Nicole Miner's daughter. Spell it however you want to. I guarantee you about to watch some knockouts you ain't never seen before.
Let's take this 10 seconds to talk about this bullshit ass Buffalo Miami game.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this so we can get out of here. All right. So the spread went from 49 to 50.5. But the point differential dropped from 12.5 to 11.5. So I don't know if it's because the points moved up. People were betting the unders on all that.
The Bills, man. I'm playing this conservative until I can't because I don't want my guys getting hurt.
But here's the thing, Lauren. This is a divisional matchup. Do you think the Bills ever take it easy on the Dolphins?
Run the shit. Run the shit.
They always beat the shit. I am. Ferg, you can probably testify to this. I can get. I would probably guarantee I would give you all the money that I have in my wallet downstairs if they have an average 40 points a game against the fucking Dolphins.
I won't say that. That's why I wouldn't go. It's an every other year thing. It's like Buffalo and New England. If Miami can get either one of those dudes in Miami before October, they're going to win at least one of those games, if not both. Now, when they have to go cold weather, just go ahead. That's a wrap. So
it's going to be 69 degrees and clear tomorrow night.
It might be to the benefit of where this is in Miami tomorrow.
No,
this is in Buffalo.
No, it's in Buffalo.
So we might actually get blown out.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
And then win just out the blue, win the December game for some fucking reason. Buffalo will have done this cold weather game. Yeah. They get to come to Miami in December, hang out for a few days. And then that's normally how we win those games.
Actually, I heard, unless I was like completely high or something, I could have swore I heard they were going to Bills were going for a new stadium that was covered.
They are.
Okay, so then
they showed it in Hard Knocks. It's not covered, but it has this weird kind of thing on the side that
like Minnesota,
that blocks out the wind and shit like that from the water.
Oh,
that helps you guys a little bit.
No,
I mean, but they don't have that yet. We're still playing in the rat trap right now.
Well, you know how things are going for the Dolphins this year. Whenever the Bills come to Miami in December, it's going to be 30 degrees and snowing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be a fucking rat race for y'all.
I'm gonna give you this. This is all you need to know about this Miami Buffalo game. I'm gonna give you the quote if you haven't seen.
Oh boy!
They asked McDaniel about the game last week. His exact quote: "To win games, you have to win the game and not lose the game." Honestly, that's how you lose the game.
I saw that. Yeah, I feel like he's just discouraged.
That is spoken just like a man who has taken all his children's pictures off the wall.
Yeah, he's ready. He's packed up.
His ID badge is right on the desk where he knows he can get to it. Every day when he comes, he calls his wife and he's like, "I might be home by 12."
He can't get it.
If I'm back by 12, we can go to lunch or whatever. I might be home by 12.
He can't check his email. Yep. Can't check his email. Get locked out of his email.
That's gotta suck, though, man. Like, as much as I hate Dennis Allen, like I feel like that has to suck, though, that it's coming and like people are talking about it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. It's a fucking train at this point. All right.
Oh my God! Hold on one second. I forgot the best part about the Bears and Lions game. Excuse me. Dennis Allen is the defensive coordinator. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I feel you there. That's a little personal. All right. So.
She loved him.
Bills wise, obviously you start Josh Allen, you start James Cook. He's been incredible. You start Keon Coleman. I would think anybody else you can probably just leave alone.
Yeah, I have a lot of him. I need to go start putting him in places
this year.
Yeah, I mean, look, Shakir is pretty much unplayable right now. But see, then you have on the other side of the ball, you don't start Tua. I don't think there's any reason to do that.
Yes, you have to.
You can unless you have to. I mean, you gotta start Jalen and
Tyreek. In a 1 QB league, you're probably 0-2.
Yeah, you're probably not.
You start Tyreek. I feel like Tyreek is so disgruntled.
You still gotta start Tyreek.
You still gotta start Tyreek, and you gotta start Jalen.
And Waddle.
They both scored last week. They both had a good game last week. So I mean, and if Tua's gonna do the Tua special and give him 5 to 6 yards, 7 yard little slant or outs or whatever. I mean, it's whatever. You rack up the catches in those half point or full point PPR leagues, and just you pray that they get into the end zone. Right, I mean that's all you can do. I mean you're gonna get you're gonna get one of a couple things. From Jalen, it's gonna be 7 for 30, and hopefully you get a touchdown. Right, maybe 7 for 64.
7 for 48.
Right, like something like that, and you just gotta hope you get the touchdown, or you have 8 to 11 points, and
Tyreek 4 for 89 and a touch.
Right, so and that's fine. It's like whatever.
A-Chain 12 for.
I think he's
12 carries for like
30 yards
and a touch.
And 10 catches for 105.
Well, but then also isn't the Buffalo where Tua usually gets concussions when he plays them too?
That's I think you can say that in most NFL stadiums.
Yeah, but I feel like the two of them that were the one with the hand cramping was the Bills.
Yeah, I mean it's just not going to be great. Yeah. It's gonna. I would be surprised if it's not 40-12 ish or. You like Ferg said 45-6 or whatever.
Daniel's not getting fired this week. The more I think about it, probably fire the GM first.
I mean, we'll see.
Fire the GM this week.
Well, maybe we're coming back here talking next week about it.
They'll start a new GM search, hire somebody, and then let him bring the hammer down.
Let him fire McDaniel. Yeah, I mean that.
Bring his own guy.
Take Loomis.
No,
Mickey Loomis.
No.
They're not going to do that. I think the Dolphins' next head coach is a retread. I don't think they go the hot DC route this year. I think it's, and I don't even like this dude, but I feel like maybe we need a Gruden coffee enema.
I mean, somebody with a little rough around the edges wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come in and yell at these motherfuckers.
It's not like he's the only racist dude.
Oh man!
I mean, fuck it. At this point,
you know what?
Fuck it.
Bring Major Payne down and let him run the team. Let him run the team for a month.
Oh, you know who doesn't have a job this year? That's going to want a job next year is what's his face from the Cowboys last year.
Ooh,
Jason Garrett.
Yeah. Because I heard the rumor was that he wanted to go to the Saints, but the Saints picked Kellen Moore and he wasn't going to try to. He immediately retired before he had to retract it. And
if I was Mike McCarthy, I wouldn't fuck with the NFL no more. I would be an analyst if they wanted me to. I would move back up to Green Bay. I would say fuck Dallas and just be out.
I tell you, if you want to make me perfectly happy and make me sleep well until next week 1 kicks off, hire Lewis at GM. From ESPN, hire Gruden at head coach.
Really?
And see if Gruden can get one of the fat ass Ryans to come out and coach defense.
All right, like I don't know, man. I don't know what
that would make me happy. I would be happy if it was
toxic.
Well, I mean, if you got Gruden, everything's toxic.
Yeah, but maybe you need toxic.
It's like fuck it. You be nice to these fuckers.
This is the thing. If you're gonna burn it down, you might as well burn the motherfucker down.
Burn the motherfucker
You know what I'm saying?
down.
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it. You know what I mean?
And
be all in.
What? I'm not even opposed to goddamn trading Tua for
Derek Carr's who you're gonna get trade Tua down there.
How about you trade Tua for Bryce? While Bryce is on his 5th, and if Bryce doesn't work out, then Gruden can draft his own guy in 27. Because I'm not
Then you
liking
just take
these 26.
Arch Manning in 27.
I don't really like. No, we're not taking that bomb.
Hell no,
We're not taking that bomb. He's
yeah. Why don't you just get what's his name? Damn, who's that QB?
I'd say Jameis, but Gruden will fucking kill
Jameis would be great.
He throws 30 picks. He'll kill Jameis.
All right. So look, all right. So we've been on here way longer than we wanted to. So a couple of things. As we've already talked about Thursday night. Take your starting your Thursday night starters out of your flex, put them in your regular spot, give yourself some flexibility. Anybody that's questionable on Monday night, you only have one game this week instead of two, but anybody that's questionable on Monday night, move them to your flex to give yourself some flexibility. That's gonna be a hell of a game on Monday night. Opposite side. So this is going to be a fun week of football, y'all. We'll come back and talk about the parlays that hit and the ones that didn't. We'll talk about more fantasy next week. Hopefully, we will not be talking about any other major injuries. And let's see.
We'll be talking about Carson Wentz going the fuck off.
Let's see. Let's see what happens in this quarterback universe this week. It's going to be interesting to say the least.
Season.
Oh my gosh! Shut your face.
Or Quinn Ewers.
Wait, who did you say?
Oh my goodness, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson season.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know the only positive about Zach Wilson coming back to the NFL would be his mama. So
just keep away from your mom.
Right.
Your mom.
All right. So anything else? Any closing comments you guys want to make?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good too, Ferg.
You know what? We didn't get into it. I mean, it's football. It's not football. I would really love to know why Molly Karen left.
Why who?
Molly left First Take.
Oh. I didn't see that. I try not to watch that show because it just irritates me.
She wasn't re-signing in January, and then all of a sudden just didn't show up today.
Well, you know, ESPN doesn't have the best track record with female hosts of NFL shows.
Well, you know, I don't get that.
Other than Sports
they demoted Doris Burke. She's not going to do NBA Finals coverage anymore.
Wow.
But they just gave Malika Andrews like a 10-year contract.
Well, look, they usually don't do well with women that host shows unless it's Sports
She's been around for 10 years.
Sports Center is different. Yeah, I know. You know, that's why you don't really see Stefania Bell hosting a show, right? She just wants to stay where she is. You know what I mean? So she'll host a podcast.
Shout out to us for doing a whole show without talking about it.
It's totally acceptable to fire women these days and brown people. So there's that too. You don't have to worry about it.
No, I mean, they just don't have the best track record. So hopefully next week we have a lot of positive news. So until next week, I know I speak for Jeff and I speak for Lauren down there in Who Dat. Fuck your team. But good luck. So
shout out to Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, we might could talk about that at some point. Maybe that's on another podcast that we have to talk to. So Ferg, why don't you go ahead and close it out, brother? We will see everybody on same bat time, same bat channel next week. Have a good week.
Later.
Fucking football, man.